The Siestan Liberi Ennis Visser is the oldest of Harley's adopted children, who helped his mother run the White Volcano, ever since Siesta was a sedentary settlement.
Laba Congee is a type of congee enjoyed during the Laba Festival in China.
That's the most accurate I've ever
literally
done,
the song. You're just
yeah, I had the
singing
song in my head this time.
Bryophyta is a 5-star Siestan instructor
Bryophyta is a... Bryophyta...
Introduced in So Long Adele. That's me when I get...
Bryophyta is a Japanese tit from So Long Adele.
That's me when I'm so tired today. I'd like to establish that up front. Me when I get to the end of the opening credits of James Bond Skyfall. So Long Adele.
So Long Adele.
I'm so tired. It's really hitting me as we sort of start to do it, how much I have to do a podcast while I'm this tired, and I've been this tired all day.
Don't worry. I will handle it.
Don't worry. Brypophobia.
Don't worry. Jump scare.
Hello and welcome to Soulmates, where we talk about all our favorite little guys and all our favorite little games. I'm Ivy
Woo!
Fox. You can find me on Blue Sky. Ivy Fox is typing, but with hyphens in it. I've started releasing a podcast that I've definitely never released before. Called The Mad Bird. It's a psychiatric psychological horror show. You can go to my Blue Sky to find that. That's all my pitching. What's more important is that you can find this show anywhere that you get your podcast. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on... I almost just said on Discord. That's not true. Unless you know us personally.
I mean, you can, but...
You can find us on all of the other ones. Your podcast app of choice. That's what I was looking for. I'm very tired. And then you could really help us out. One, by giving us a like or a 5-star review, where, the most positive you can do on your platform of choice. And then also share the podcast with your friends via Discord, perhaps.
Whoa.
That'd be very helpful. We have no marketing. We have no sponsors or anything. We're the most indie podcast and all we want is to be heard. So help us with that, please.
All I want.
Yeah. Joining me as always, from across the dining/planning table, it's Ash.
Woo! Weirdly, I feel like that was a more coherent intro than normal.
I'm too tired to make it stupid.
Seems reasonable. That's sort of the energy we're going for this episode. Hi, I'm Ash. You can find me probably waiting for my pressure to naturally release on my Instant Pot. You can't manual release on Congee because it's starchy and it messes up your steam valve, and so I had to wait 20 minutes. And I was like, oh, please give me Congee. You can also find me on Ko-Fi at ko-fi.com/Asherlark. You can support the show and help pay our hosting costs for the most indie podcast you know on ko-fi.com/IvyFoxArt, all one word, no hyphens. But you can also, I run the show's social media at soul-mates-podcast.tumblr.com. You can send us an ask about literally anything. If you ask nicely, I'll send you this nice picture that I took of my food. Ivy.
I don't know why when you said the word congee, I said spoilers, because I literally say the word congee.
You literally do say it in the intro, which is why I said it.
Yeah, and so that's I would like to formally apologize for that.
No spoilers.
Our our art is by is that a spoiler? Is it a spoiler to tell them that our art is by Rygarden, who you can find on Instagram?
Yeah, they can't know.
Oh, what about that our music is by Sueños Electrónicos, who you can find on Bandcamp? Ah, fuck, sorry.
No, you can't tell them about Sueños Electrónicos on Bandcamp.
What about the fact that this season we're talking about the characters from Arknights by Hypergriff and Food Fantasy by
it's like Fun Toy
by Fun Toy Games. In a aromatic blend of sci-fi operators and personified foods. Is that a spoiler?
We're going to jail.
Fuck. Shit. God damn. See, we even found a relatively coherent bit for the intro. What a great intro.
We're so good.
Did I miss anything?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, and then after the intro, it's like the opening credits, and then after the opening credits, you go, "So long, Adele."
I was gonna say after the intro is our 15 minutes of vamping.
Hi Ash, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. My congee is too hot to eat, so it's nice that we have this time where we're going to talk about a guy who's not Laba Congee. But I am sort of fixated on it because I can smell it and see it. I guess
we can talk about Bryophyta, like before we do Eat My Guy. I thought we normally do Eat My Guy before we do anything. But if you want to wait to eat your guy...
I thought we did it before we did the Food Fantasy guy. I can eat now.
But you'll burn your little mouth.
My gentle tongue. Well, if you go first, I will.
I need that mouth. That's the money maker.
That's the podcast mouth.
Yeah, I need that mouth for my podcasts. So like you take care.
I'll be careful.
Anyway, we will talk about Arknights Bryophyta. Oh my god. Wiki.gg page, why are you breaking? We will talk about Arknights Bryophyta soon. But first, it's time for everyone's least favorite segment, Eat My Guy.
Yeah.
Then the music. Hello. So, not that music. That's the wrong music.
I know.
It's like,
but I like it.
Wait, no, that's the Ontario government hold music. I don't actually remember how Holiday goes. From Arknights. Anyway, hello, welcome to Eat My Guy.
Holiday uses the bounce pad.
This week.
Thanks. I just wanted sort of an exasperated laugh out of you for that one.
I didn't understand it. My brain isn't working fast enough. Do you want to explain it in great detail, or should I carry on?
Oh, no.
Great. Send us a Tumblr ask explaining to me the joke that Ash just made.
Yep.
Otherwise, this week we're doing Laba Congee, by which I mean Laba Congee.
Laba Congee.
It's hard not to call her Laba Congee because Labubu it's just a funny word right now.
7 to 9 treasure congee.
Laba Congee, also known as 8 treasure congee, is just kind of like a festival congee. This is a thing in China. A lot of festivals have like a congee. As far as I could tell, there's no clear single recipe to this one. It is a winter congee, which I realized doing a little bit more research just before we started, which makes a lot of sense because the base of Laba Congee is that you just make congee and you throw in a bunch of like maybe some extra rice, maybe some dried beans, maybe some nuts and seeds and dried fruit, but basically nice things that you still have available in the dead of winter, and then you heat it up and make a congee. And so since there was no
eat it up.
You know, it has Buddhist, associations, and so it typically doesn't have meat. But aside from that, there's no clear single recipe for Laba Congee as far as I can tell. And so in the spirit of just kind of like, throwing in whatever I had available, I just went to the store and got a goji berry mixed nuts assortment. I don't know why it's only goji berry is called out. Because
it's like a superfood.
Yeah, it's got those antioxidants. And so my Laba Congee, it's aka 8 treasure congee. My 8 treasures are the glutinous rice that makes up the congee base. That's always one of them. And then I got dried cranberries, cashews, almonds, golden raisins, apricots, pecans, and goji berries. So just like a mix of nuts. I cooked it for about 2 hours. And it's quite
Not
good.
bad.
I've already eaten some because I was fucking hungry. But I'll eat some on mic just for tradition.
Just for the bad sounds?
Well, it's so viscous. I love eating goo.
I was gonna say, how many guys can we sneak into this episode?
It's so goo, but it's really good.
Our listeners will have to make a shiv so they can harm you for the noises that are made on the podcast.
Sorry, I'm busy eating.
Abrams.
You're gonna make me choke and die.
I know, I thought about it after I said it. I was like, I shouldn't do that, you have a mouthful of food.
But it's really good.
I need to save my funny jokes for when you're empty-mouthed.
I put in a little bit of extra seasoning. I didn't put any of the 5 pungent spices, don't worry.
Okay, good.
But I put in just a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of lemon juice, some sesame oil, just give it a little extra. But it's really, really nice. The sort of like the sweetness of the fruit has really cooked through. Dried fruit is very sweet. Sweetness of the fruit has really cooked through the rice. And then those like cooked berries, which have been cooked cooked nuts, which have been cooked to the point where they're soft, but they still had like a little bit of a crunch. That sort of soft crunch of like cooked, stewed nuts. And they add a sort of richness to it that like complements the brightness of the fruit really well. It's genuinely like a very, very nice meal.
Yeah.
It's really good, and I could imagine making it with like any number of things. This is just sort of the cheapest 8 things that fit the general category that I could find. Which feels appropriate for sort of like a sort of
a winter meal.
A winter meal and sort of like a class agnostic sort of festival meal.
Woo! It's Laba Congee.
It's good.
I feel like usually with these, one of us goes like the authentic or like high effort route, and one of us goes the low effort or sort of semi, cheated in route. Not so here. I feel we both made Laba Congee. We made it slightly differently because we had different things, but we both made it. We both cooked it. You made yours on the stovetop, I presume.
No, I made mine in my rice cooker.
Oh, we both made it in the Instant Pot.
Yeah.
/ pressure cooker.
Rice cooker is different from a pressure cooker, but yeah.
Nevertheless, I did mine in a pressure cooker, and I only have 7 treasures. I was gonna have 8, but the peanuts we have are shelled, and I didn't want to shell a bunch of peanuts. Or I guess they're unshelled.
They're unshelled, yes.
Yeah.
When they're unshelled,
and I didn't want to shell them.
Shells, yes.
That's dumb. I didn't want to shell a bunch of individual peanuts to put them in my congee, so I just did like a double serving of walnuts. But I have long grain rice. I don't have glutinous rice, but it works just as well. Black beans, kidney beans, raisins, dried cranberries, dried dates, and walnuts. And I also have with me some banana chips in case I would like to put in an 8th treasure, but we'll see we'll see how it goes. We'll try it out.
I suspect yours is going to be a fair bit more sort of umami-y with all those beans.
Yeah,
I didn't get
beans.
any beans in there, just because it was more convenient to just grab this mix.
I thought about just getting some trail mix at the campus store.
Put some one of your treasures is pretzels. One of your treasures is M&Ms. One of your treasures is chocolate covered raisins, alongside normal raisins. How is it?
It's got a really like gentle sweetness to it. It's not super aggressive. It's just like a hearty, warm bite of food with nuts and beans in it, but it has like a little bit of a... It's nice that I was worried about my dried dates because they're like, a big fucking thing. But being pressure cooked for like half an hour has made them soft and stringy again, so they kind of blend in with the rest of it. So you don't get a big bite of date and nothing else. But it's just like everything is infused with like starch and with slight bits of fructose. There's also granulated sugar in there. I was worried I was putting too much sugar in, but not really. I would eat the hell out of this, like, any day. This is all just stuff I found in my pantry. I didn't have to go buy anything.
Yeah.
So
it's good.
And I have a ton more of it, so
it's a good winter food. You want some energy from the sugar, it's nice and warm. It's easy to make a ton of on a budget. It's really nice. I honestly...
This is half a cup of rice and like two tablespoons of most of the things I put in. So yeah, and it makes like 8 servings.
Yeah, I did half a cup of rice too. I have more. I have like Japanese glutinous wheat rice. So mine's that sort of explains the consistency difference that I was seeing between our congees, I think. But it seems really good. I personally would prefer. I mean, this is me. This is sort of my attachment to earthly delights speaking. That I personally would prefer to eat this as not necessarily a side dish because that has a specific connotation, but like as a dish as part of a larger meal. It's usually served as a side dish. Okay, well, there we go. It's a little bit too sweet for me. Like, I'm gonna eat all of this for dinner, and I'll be perfectly satisfied. But like, it's a little bit too sweet for me as like a main. But I would love to eat this for lunch. I would love to have like a small bowl of this on the side of like something a little bit more hearty. Not that it's not hearty, something a little bit more.
I have more beans in mine, so mine is more of a meal.
Yeah.
The beans make the meal.
The beans make that's what they say. That's what they say in the business.
Anyway, it's great. You're gonna hear me eating this for the rest of the podcast because I have a whole bowl of it.
Yeah, me too. I'm very hungry. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired.
And it's like really good.
Yeah.
I didn't add anything to this other than sugar. So
it's good. Of everything that we've like had on this podcast, this is like I don't know if it's the first one, but I can't really remember much else. But like, oh my god, sorry. I'm full. My mouth is a little full because we're just eating congee. We just sit here and eat congee for like 2.5 hours.
Oh my god, it'd be nice.
Oh my god, my friend Hillary is sending me like extremely long Tumblr posts about a gotcha game erotica as a consequence of capitalism. I'm too busy.
Relevant to the podcast, but not right now.
I'm in the thick of it. Okay, I don't have time for theorizing. I'm experiencing this in practice. Anyway, this is the first thing that I like. I'm like, hey, you could make this at home, people.
You can make this at home. It's not that hard,
and I recommend it. It's like it's got a unique flavor profile. It's a very sort of like open recipe. I mean, unless you want to find a very specific recipe and follow that, which I respect. But it's just
unless you want dried lily slices, Chinese yam.
Yeah,
Pearl barley.
I mean, like, you know, I live in Toronto. If there's one kind of food that you can find in Toronto, it is you can find every kind of Chinese food. So like I could find lotus seeds if I wanted to. I just couldn't be bothered today. I'm very tired. But like I would recommend it, especially if you've never had congee before. I think congee is such a unique sort of like, it's got such a unique texture among the porridges. It's got that sort of like glutinous, sort of like really stretchy stickiness. That it's good. So I would recommend it.
Yeah, I said this before the podcast, but speaking from experience as someone who's from the American South and like grew up mostly eating like Southern cuisine, Cajun cuisine, African American cuisine, congee is basically gumbo.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not. Gumbo is a little bit more rice-y, but like in the sense that a congee and a gumbo are both just very soupy rice that you put a bunch of shit in.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. I mean, everyone's always inventing various kinds of porridge with the same thing. I've
tried the banana chips in it. It's too banana chippy.
That makes a lot of sense. I really like a good sort of proper congee with like a rice that is grown to be made into a congee type thing, with the proper glutinous rice. Anyway, I don't really have much more to say about Eat My Guy.
Great. We've eaten it.
We've eaten
and we'll
My
continue
Guy.
to eat it.
But we should excuse me, burping up burps of congee. We should talk about brypophobia.
We should talk about brypophobia.
I don't know any. How do you actually say this guy's name?
Bryophyta.
Bryophyta, which is etymology. Bryophyte.
The etymology is bryophyte, which is a
large
a
group
land
of plant.
Oh. It's like liverwort. It's like moss.
Sure, it's moss boy.
Also, the this is my gripe with the Arknight's Terra wiki, which is like literally useless. Is they say he's based on a Japanese tit, not what they're called. Japanese tit is a specific regional name for them. Mostly they're called the Asian tit, or the Cinereus tit.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's one of the bird guys from Arknights.
Yeah.
And it's again one of the bird guys from Arknights who is just like, well, it's not like really his hair is just a little bit like feathers.
He's one of the there's some pretty not bird guys, but he's one of the least bird guys.
He's really not like,
I don't understand.
He's also not like the Cinereus tit really at all.
No, he's got some green feathers in his hair. You can tell that he's from the fictional Americas region because of his Americas pocket, if we can just get into it.
He's from the region which is based on Hawaii and Puerto Rico.
Oh, that makes sense.
Siesta.
Yeah. Right. I was looking into it, and all I saw was like an offshoot of Colombia, and I was like, okay, he's some sort of American-based individual. But so the theme of his homeland is the American colonial project. I understand.
Yeah.
I'm very fond of him though.
No, literally, basically.
I'm very fond of him though. I really like. Just like first of all, like big picture, I think this orange and green color scheme is quite striking. And they're very loyal to it, which I appreciate. I don't really like a guy with a billion colors. I like a guy that has a focused concept.
You know the reason why he's American, other than his American pocket and his American whatever this thing is hanging behind his bag?
Why?
He's got a hot dog and a Coke.
He does. I was gonna say, like, there's something about this. I don't know why I feel like this, but I look at this hot dog and I think that it's not a hot dog, it's a banh mi. You know, it's just got like
you're not
it's
wrong.
just got a lot of lettuce for a hot dog.
Yeah,
and like it's got a banh mi amount of lettuce and sauce. and it's like
Uh-huh.
I think it might just be a banh mi. I mean, it's probably supposed to be a hot dog, but it has so much lettuce for a hot dog. It's lettuced up.
But he does have a Coke.
He does have a
He has
Coke,
more
yeah.
than one Coke, actually. He has Coke, multiple Cokes in his specific Coke holder.
Yeah, I like his tactical Coke holders specifically.
I think his tactical Coke holders that also, like, what he has on this bag is his Coke holders and his, like, bungee cords.
Uh-huh. I love the idea that, like, you know, this alien planet sort of, like, parallel designed exactly the Coke bottle.
I know.
Like,
exactly the Coke bottle and exactly the stars and stripes. Look at his socks.
oh yeah, you're right. And he's like an even more clearly blue, like, little, is that just like an American flag hanging out of his back pocket? Is he flagging? Is he at the club and he's flagging?
He's flagging as American?
He's flagging as an American top.
Incredible.
But no, I like its vibe. I mean, this is like a nicely painted image. I'm a little bit, sorry, I'm a little bit scattered, so I'm just gonna bop around. I really like how the fabric is done here. It's like, it's very blocky. It's very, almost abstract, but it's also really, really clear how all the fabric falls, and it's just a really pleasant texture on the eye. We see this a lot in this game.
He's got that Kim Kitsuragi jacket.
I was gonna say, he's literally just wearing the Kim Kitsuragi jacket. He's like, you ever see people walking around? You live at a university. You ever see people walk around in the official Kim Kitsuragi jacket, and you're like, I know.
I don't, but I do see somebody walking around in the official Magito Kaimaeda coat.
I don't know what this is.
Which is far worse.
Who is this? What are these?
It's a Danganronpa guy.
Oh, that's much worse. Sometimes
he's the scary white-haired guy who looks like that guy from Mahjong Soul.
Oh, anyway. Sometimes I'll just see people wearing the Kim Kitsuragi jacket just walking around Toronto, and I'm like,
good for them.
I know everything about you at a glance. But it really, really, like, it's not just that it is like the orange jacket, with the armband and everything. It's that the jacket itself is almost kind of like painted like a piece of art from Disco Elysium, right. You know? It's got that sort of like pseudo art deco kind of like big stripes, big blocks of shading and color. And so I think he's literally stolen this jacket from Kim Kitsuragi.
Damn, mugged him.
Yeah, he mugged him. It happens.
It happens.
What else do I have to say about this art? I feel like I'm really carrying the ship on account of your eating. Very obviously.
I can stop. I was eating because you were talking. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Shit. Okay, well, let me eat for a second. You take the ship.
No, yeah, he is drawn really well. I think there's several things about his like outfit and design that are kind of incomprehensible. Not because you can't tell what's going on, but because you can't really tell why. Like the fact that he has belts at the bottom of his shorts.
For when he needs to like
I know
reduce circulation.
I know that those are his like holsters for his stuff, but like first of all, don't put them on this part of your thigh. Like they're just gonna fall down. Look at the shape of his legs; it's not gonna be good. Also, they just happen to be at the bottom of his shorts. But there's lots of nice little details in his like, you know, semi vacationer, semi tactical gear. I like the shoulder pad on these like suspender straps that he has for some reason.
Oh, I know what this is. Do you want me to tell you?
What is it?
I mean, the thing that he is he's a mountain climber. He has bungee cords.
Yeah, he's got a harness.
He has a pick. It's a harness. The suspenders is a harness. It's just not clipped up front.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's very clearly
that makes
like
sense.
a climbing harness.
He can't climb. He's got his Coke and his hot dog.
You're right that he's very sort of vacationer, which like is sort of a I don't know.
It's kind of gross.
I don't know how to feel about this from the Hawaii guy, from the American Imperial
No,
Project guy.
I know. From the guy from the country being called Siesta is already pretty bad.
But like,
let's be real.
From strictly a like, how cohesive is this like character concept? I would say quite cohesive in that
very
like
much so.
He's ready to climb up the mountain, but like he's also ready to party once he gets up there. You know, he looks like he's gonna climb to the peak and then he's gonna sit down and watch the sunset while he cracks a bottle of Coke. And it's a really, really clear image that they've built of like what is this guy? What does he do? What are his priorities? It's good. It's very functional. I find myself a little bit disappointed by his face.
I know. I wanted to talk about how scary his eyes are.
Okay, go.
His eyes are so scary. Look at them. Why? It's like he's got a ring of orange and then like lilac, and then like his pupils aren't even super clearly defined, but he's very small. He's got these big like. The outline of his eyes and eyelashes is so, not just so large, but so, like, frantically painted that it's, like, not only are his, like, pupils 3 layers down in his eyes, which is a scary thing to have, but also his face is so smooth and featureless that he's, like, 90% scary eyes with outlines that are, like... a terrifying owl of some sort. It freaks me out. From a distance, I can kind of deal with it, but as soon as I look in his eyes, I'm like, I'm not okay.
I mean, to me, it's just that he has basically, like, vertical slit pupils. Vertical slit pupils are so scary to me. He's just like a demon assessing me. I really, really don't, like, I understand that, like, he's anime boy, but like, come on, you can do better than this. I hate how flat his face is.
I know.
I hate how flat his face is.
I know.
Like, even like, look at his legs, and even his legs.
His legs have more.
Yeah, his legs have this sort of like this blocky stroke shading that like defines the image, and then his face is just like flat with a light
anime
gradient.
Boy.
It's the fact that it has a gradient and not like specific blocks of shading that like really just like freaks me out. And I'm like, I don't know why you just like gave up on the face.
It would literally be fixed if he just had a nose that was defined by more than a single shadow.
Yeah, his nose looks...
This is the thing about face. As someone who draws people a lot and draws a lot of faces, like, it's nice to define a cheekbone and to shade the face in a complex way and all of that, but really the thing which carries the face is the nose. The nose is what makes a face not look scary.
His nose looks very flat. It doesn't look like it has nostrils.
It's recessed into his face.
Yeah, it looks like it's just sort of a bony protrusion in the middle of his scary demon face. And I don't like that.
It looks like someone stuck some clay on the middle of his face.
Yeah. But it's like, honestly, you can't just have the body shot, because the vibes are too intense. But if I just sort of...
Yeah.
If I block off his face with my thumb, a classic activity, I'm just like, oh, he's just like a nice guy enjoying a banh mi.
Yeah, if you block off his face, he like looks like his face should be much more of like a rugged hiker.
Yeah, I know.
Because of his very well defined like chest.
Like,
mostly.
I'm fine with him being like muscly and also a pretty boy. That doesn't like
that's
bother
fine.
me. It's just like he's too... Pretty boy does not necessarily have to equal like flat. It's just like, I don't know. They just didn't put the juice into his face, and this is sort of like, this is alarming, because the overall juice levels are not coherent. Incoherent juice.
Things that this is like not a picture of a Japanese tit, a mercenary.
Uh-huh. He's just a guy going for a hike.
He's just a guy.
He's just a guy going for a hike.
My last comment really is just that this image is pretty busy, which I think is fine. But you can cut all this America shit and improve it by 20%.
Yeah, I genuinely appreciate this one. The thing that Arknight's images sort of don't always get, in that all of his random bits of gear are actually like individually comprehensible, which is not a thing we always get. And so I do appreciate it. That allows me to sort of like be more okay with the busyness. He does have the Arknight's problem where it's just sort of like flat plains, busy, flat plains.
Yeah.
Like where
his
it's
flat
just
face, and then it's like 100% focused on roughly his waist.
Yeah,
and then it's like, and here's some legs.
All of his gear is on his hips, and thus his hips are just 1,000 times busier than anything else, and it explodes any chance you have of like having any kind of composition. I mean, I guess it has composition in the sort of like the V of his shirt and the V of his stance kind of point you up towards the busy zone, and then you're just trapped
towards
there
the crotch.
forever. Yeah. You're just trapped in the crotch forever.
Trapped in the crotch.
Yeah.
His shoes are fine. I like the fact that they have bonus
nice.
belts for no reason. They're like pretty good hiking boots. I mostly just really like his socks.
Uh-huh.
I think it's really charming when it's like I've got calf height socks.
His damn Tintin socks.
He has proper boot socks.
Uh-huh. Which is really good. They look nice and thick.
Which is important.
They're nice socks. Can I take a low-hanging fruit joke? Is that okay with you?
Sure.
I think it's okay if he's not actually a Japanese tit, because I feel like we spend a lot of time on this podcast looking at Japanese tits.
That's true. That's true.
Thank you.
Ladies, she's right.
Am I right, ladies?
She's literally right. Actually, we mostly spend time on the podcast looking at Chinese tits.
That's complicated. Whether or not that's true is sort of complicated, because it's like, what is the? We don't have to get into this right
now. In his Elite 2, Fear is a liar.
Fear is a liar. I do think it's kind of awesome to like turn him into a postcard, to like give him sort of this like fake.
It also sucks.
Sunset background and this like dramatic wave, and put a little slogan. I think
it's
that's
kind of
funny.
Awesome in a vacuum.
Uh-huh.
I know too much about like postcards and Hawaii to like I did a whole paper on
You're
this.
right. It does suck from that perspective. However, if we pretend that colonialism doesn't exist,
if we
all
pretend
things
that colonialism
are pure,
doesn't exist,
hey, does he have? Sorry, I'm immediately distracted by his belly. Which
is he infected?
I assume that's
yes,
assume that's some sort of infection thing, but it does
he has crystals across his skin, but only on his sexy navel.
Right. It does kind of look like he has an insulin pump. You know what I mean?
Good for him.
Like, good for him. This
is much more of a change in outfit than normal, but it's mostly just because he took off his bandana.
It's not a change in outfit. Everything is just flying off. I do find this image kind of stressful to look at. Like, it's... I understand that fear is a liar and I shouldn't be afraid. But
fear is a liar and you shouldn't be afraid.
But, like, it does feel like his harness is coming off, his shirt is coming off, his jacket is coming off. Like, everything is bad. Oh my god, his belt is even undone. Bro, your belt is just gonna, like, fall off into the ocean. Those bungee cords look expensive. Come on, bro. I'm also pissed that he's not drinking an ice cold soda in this one.
I know. What about your Coke?
What about your Coke?
He could have been a perfect advertisement, but no.
Uh-huh.
This jacket also no longer looks like Kim Kitsuragi's jacket, though.
It could still pass.
That's fair.
It's not my favorite. I almost just called it an up tie. What do they call in this game?
Elite 2.
Elite 2. It's not my favorite Elite 2 ever. But like, it's okay. That's all right.
I feel like I can't decide whether the effect is helped or harmed by his like lanyard with his ID on it, because it does make him look more like a doctor, which is what Rhodes Island is. But on the other hand, I guess he's like Professor Kukui from Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Sure.
Who has a lab coat and then it's just open to his whole chest. I do like the way that his body is sculpted. I feel like it's pretty coherent. Don't think too much about the attachment of his legs to his hips, but like the torso in and of itself is pretty coherent. The way that this artist paints really fascinates me, just because there's like definitely certain parts which are more rendered than others. Even just like looking at this arm that's clutching his bandana, that feels a lot rougher than like, you know, his sexy navel. But I don't mind it. It's just, it can be a little bit jarring when you look at the image in the way that we do.
Yeah, there's a
kind of scrolling around
there's a lot. I mean, even just like going to his right arm, the one that's clutching the bandana that's on the left. It's like there is like a significant level of detail shift, even like from his arm to his hand, because this hand is quite rendered. It's got like outlines and everything, and I mean, obviously there's outlines. It's just like the fingers are very, very specifically defined, in a way that even like his other hand isn't. And then also, you also have some like some weird sort of artifacts of just kind of like digital painting shortcuts, which I'm not going to like hate on you for, but it's like this can create positives. Like I really like how this. You see this red strap that's like coming around. That the texture on the red strap like makes it very clear what that is. It's one of those sort of like heavy duty. You probably interact with these things all the time at work, right? To like hold things down. One of those heavy duty like nylon straps that has the sort of striations to like make it more frictious. But I think that the zipper on his coat looks like trash. We're sort of 2 for 2 for recent zippers that look fucking garbage. It's just like you just took the zipper brush and you just drew like straight lines with it. And you just didn't do a really very good job with it. Sorry.
I think my thing is, I think the composition in this image is pretty good. I like the way that the waves are breaking away from him. So you've got this like sharp diagonal opening between the waves, which leads you directly to him. I think his posing could use a little bit of work, not because I dislike this pose in particular, but just because the way it's framed in the image is like, meh, it's okay. But the way that his straps flare out with the wind does contribute to like sort of a strong horizontal divide. This one white belt strap, atop of which is the humble Cenarius tit, which, by the way, this is what I was really getting to. He's not that. Because normally guys, it varies, but often guys have like a big representation of the animal that they are, or like if it's small, like a lot of them. This is just like a postcard, and then there's also the Cenarius tit there.
The bird
in like one corner of the image.
The bird makes me very anxious. I feel like it's about to get hurt. Like it's really like it's really
away.
Like in the danger zone. It makes me very scared.
But the funny thing is that like this white belt and then the top of his jacket where it's flowing off to the right, creates like a perfect divider within which is the only part of the image that matters. His torso.
And I do think that, like, the fact that all of his shit is falling off of him, and we don't sort of freeze him from, like, Arknight's busy middle disease, there's just, like, more happening, not even just, like, in the composition of overall, which obviously helps. This is, like, not just, like, a character piece, it's, like, part of a whole painting. But just, like, there's just, like, there's more stuff happening in other parts of his body that are not his hips. Which helps. Period. It's helpful for me.
At the very least, his, like, pick being down by one leg helps, and his bandana being up by his head helps.
Yeah, there's, like, lines of motion in, like, other places. I still think his face is, like, exactly the same, which is not good.
Yeah.
It has, like,
it's a little better
it has a
because
little
he's
bit
got
more
less
dimension to it.
Yeah.
There's
a plane, and his hair being in his face also helps a little bit.
Yeah, his face has gone from 1 to 2 planes, which is, you know, it's beneficial. But he's still giving me, like, nothing with this expression.
I know.
It's just
his
like...
expression is the exact same. His eyes are the same scary, and his mouth is just, like, a line that is sort of smiling.
I don't know.
Scary.
I don't know if it's because I'm tired or because you exert too much influence on me, but I feel like I ended up liking this guy slightly less than I expected to.
I know.
I really like.
It's a shame. He's sort of instinctually appealing. Also, he has he has abs that you want to lick because of the water that is flowing out of his belly button.
I thought you meant you want to lick his, like, disease crystals.
Oh, well, I mean, that's part of it, but there's more to it than that, Ivy. Just because I want to know what the special disease tastes like.
I want to know the texture, you know? Like, is it sort of crumbly? Is it kind of, like, is it sharp? Like, what is it like?
Do you want to lick it or do you want to eat it? Porque no los dos?
I've spent like all day for the past 3 days editing gay porn. Okay, my mind is in tatters.
But he also has a skin we should look at.
He does, and this skin, I think, was like, you know, I was looking at his
redemption
art and being like, oh, cool, and then I looked at this skin and I was like, whoa, it's like. I'm gonna establish this not right now, and it's this is a really, like, season 3 of the podcast thing. It's not as good as Korn. It's doing a
no, you're right.
It's doing 100%. A Korn.
Everything is judged against Korn, and this is not that.
But it's doing the same thing as Korn, right? This kind of sort of, like, street fashion. With, like,
there's graffiti on the image. If you look at the stairs, I like where it says "jump" by the little impact point that he's clearly jumped off of, and the bottle, his empty Coke bottle, says "danger" beside it.
Oh my god!
I like the little tripping hazard guy who's sweating.
I went to go look at Korn, and I looked at the image and I was like, wait, am I remembering correctly? I thought this guy was a man.
Korn is famously genderqueer.
Yes. Anyway, and it's just, like, not doing it as good as Korn, but I like it. It's got this almost kind of, like, it's got this fun sort of, like, almost like Mirror's Edge kind of aesthetic to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of, like, a perfect, like, pristine white environment, and then the sort of spikes of color breaking through it, which I really appreciate.
It's a perfect polygon art school plane.
Yeah, exactly. I like that we've shifted his color scheme from the green and the orange to this like purple and teal. I guess purple, teal, and yellow. I do think that, like, the teal of his hair being, like, a different different from the turquoise of his jacket kind of freaks me out. It's kind of like an extra color in there that I feel sort of a little weird about.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, it's the same green that he normally has in his hair, so I get why they wanted to keep it.
Yeah. And I mean, like, there's some of that green in like the shading of the shoes and stuff. It just feels like this image has like one too many colors.
No, you're not wrong.
But it's a really dynamic and really like immediately engaging composition. It's got a lot of motion, and it plays with that motion by like having like literal arrows pointing you along, which was very pointing you along the composition, which is very cheeky. You know, I love this tit that's freaking out. About the tripping hazard.
I love this tit. This is a significantly better tit.
I love these kind of
this tit participates in the artwork.
Yeah, I like these kind of sort of weird, abstract polygon birds that look like something that you would find if you look too hard in an N64 game.
You know what this bird reminds me of?
The polygon birds.
It reminds me of my this tit reminds me of fucking the paint by stickers bird book I have that looks like something I would do in the psych ward.
Uh-huh.
This is exactly that.
You're not wrong, yeah. Anyway, it's cute. It is
but the little like, you know, white and pink and blue single polygon birds are also perfect.
Uh-huh. It is kind of like an image where it's just like I think that he's nicely painted. These pants are really sort of lovingly done. Shout out, as is this jacket. I kind of care about everything but him more than him.
Yeah, this is literally
he is better. He's like more of an expression on his face, although it's almost
only slightly.
Yeah, it is kind of almost more uncanny that he like it still has a pretty flat expression despite the fact that he's doing more.
His eyes being so wide and looking right at you is
okay,
like
you're right.
So frightening.
He's pretty scary. But like this is generally a good image for like, you know, for our purposes, which is that like looking at it overall, it is a very, very clear image. It has sort of these star shapes within star shapes. It's got very clear lines that point you along very cheekily. It's and then you sort of exit out the side of the image and swoop back, and it's nice.
But like I want to really like I just want to look at all the little details in this image just because there's so many and they're so good.
Well, that's what I was gonna.
If you just look at the
sorry.
If you just look at the bottom of the image, like you just look at these stairs, you got the jump point, and you've got this arrow sign that's pointing, you know, up and to the right. But you can see that it's pointing that way because one of the hooks that's holding it onto that part of the railing has snapped, and so it now instructs you to jump up. And then there's the tripping hazard sign, and then there's the other arrow, which is like correct and points you the right way. Also his Coke bottle spilling the last of its pink liquid, which is definitely not Coke. I don't know where he would have been holding that, considering everything, but maybe it was just sort of like slung along his belt strap. Who knows? And like the way this giant star is the same as all these smaller stars. He's got one on his jacket. There's one on this arrow. The larger, like you were saying, the larger shape of the image is this big shooting star, and these big like pink protruding polygons make up the same spiky shape. It's just all like, you know, everything in this background is really, really working together and is really fun and good to look at. And then he's there also.
Yeah, I mean, this was my point, that you just sort of like did better than me, so thank you. Is that I just like I just care so much about every other part of this image aside from him. What's with his weird trident necklace? What's up with that?
I don't know. He doesn't have it normally.
It's very strange. It feels very out of place, and I don't understand it.
It's not. I mean, it's like a little bit of purple that he needed to kind of match up between the belt and the bandana. But I don't know why it's like that. I also don't know why he has a cactus thing on his jacket.
He's not from like the desert realm or the underwater realm.
No, he's from the volcano realm.
Yeah. I do like that there's, like, an action burst coming off of his boob, though. That's good.
Yeah. Boob beam.
Boob beam.
I don't actually have complaints with the way his chest is sculpted in this one, but I do think it's kind of worse, partially because of this trident necklace, and partially because of this fucking dog tag thing that he's wearing. Because the shadow of this chain, like, creates a shadow on his left pec that makes it look like his, like, sternum is in the wrong place.
I have issue with this, yeah. Which is that just, like, something about, like, the lines here just, like, makes his chest feel like he doesn't have, like, two pectorals, and instead it's just like one big pectoral that goes across the whole thing. And it also,
he's got one big boob.
It also looks like his left boob is like sagging a little too low, and I'm not quite sure why it's like that. And it's just like, if you look at his torso for
everyone's
too long,
top surgery results look different, Ivy.
It's just like a little bit. He had a little bit too much sculpting done, I think.
Mm-hmm. The fact that this trident isn't really, like, centered on his chest does him no favors. Like, his sternum should, I guess, be in this place that the trident necklace is covering up.
Oh, but, yeah, like, now I'm looking at, like...
Then his left pec is way too big.
Now I'm looking to, like, where his neck is positioned relative to what is supposed to be the center of his chest.
Don't listen.
It's like, it's getting really bad. It's getting really bad. Just go look at
his shoes. Look at his shoes.
Just go look at the polygon birds. They bring me endless
his shoes are pretty cool. I like that you get
the shoes are cool.
I like that you get the treads on the bottom of them. I love when you look at shoes and they're good. I love that they have tiny carabiners on them. What's up with that?
Anyway, we should...
They're not the coolest shoes in the world. They mostly look like, they look like Nikes that are too expensive.
Uh-huh.
But, like, I think the bottoms of them are cool. I like when you get to see them.
Uh-huh.
It's a really good image. It could be anyone in there.
It's a really good image of birds and signs. Mostly.
I'm just thinking about corn, and I'm thinking about how good corn is.
Yeah.
Not just because of all the shit that's in that image, but because of all the shit that's on corn.
Uh-huh.
Everything on Bryophyta looks like fine.
It's really like, it is, they just, I mean, I understand to some extent that they're maybe trying to sort of, maybe trying to, like, fit him in with sort of, like, the minimalist look of the overall piece.
Yeah, I guess.
But they just, like, they just didn't really give him this outfit much juice.
No. They fixed his torso problems by giving him nothing.
Yeah. Like, he just doesn't have anything going for him. He's just wearing shoes. Like, this sort of, like, big hoodie inside of his coat could be something, but you can't really see it well enough for it to, like...
Yeah, it's kind of just, like, it's just, like, put in a bad place in the image.
It's just, like, not really, like, an outfit image, which is funny, because it's literally an outfit image.
Yeah.
It's just kind of, like, look at this cool environment we put our guy in.
And I'm clapping. I'm clapping and I'm cheering.
Uh-huh.
Who's Bryophyta? Who's Burbophobia?
Burbophobia is really good.
Burbophobia is when, well...
Anyway, anything more, or can we move on to Laba Congee?
Let's talk about Laba Congee for real. For real.
For Laba Congee, the guy. You
a young lady that used to be very popular among the people.
I don't get this. I don't get what this blurb means. She was the symbol of harvest and fortune. Was she like an idol, or was she like the god?
She was just like, I guess she was like you know, a spirit or like a minor god people prayed to, and now nobody does that anymore.
I'm gonna hit you with a hot take that's like maybe one of our coldest season 3 takes.
Okay.
It's this nah, I'm checking my biases actually, and now I'm
Okay.
maybe sort of backpedaling. I feel like a lot of their Chinese festival food guy designs look very, very similar. That's my gentlest assertion. It's like guy in robes with a lot of layers, and then all the different layers are the different ingredients in the dish, and that's how you do it. And then we wipe our hands, and then we move on to the next one.
I guess. I'm not sure I totally agree.
Okay.
In this case.
Never mind.
I mean, you're right that it's just like, what if there was a small girl in some robes? But like, I do think that she has quite an interesting look.
There's just like there's been a couple guys that I feel look very, very similar. But that being said, I started backpedaling on it immediately because there are a lot of details. I like the detail of her like having 8 colors that are very distinct, and each of the 8 colors. I mean, it's a lot of colors to have. And there's a lot of overlap. Like there's I think a couple different. You can see it very clearly on the I don't know what is the object she's holding. Is it a drum? Is it like a basket for
I think it's a hat.
objects?
I think it's an 8-pointed hat.
Okay. But there's a little tassel.
And then she's got this tassel with the 8 things on it.
Yeah. There's a little tassel coming off of it. That has these sort of like eight little charms. Which is cute. Oh my god, I'm so tired.
I think I can maybe count 8 like fabrics on her. It's a little bit hard to tell. There's this gauzy fabric with the sheaves of wheat, the teal fabric, this kind of dusky purple, the red that's trimmed with gold, and also there's this stripe of navy blue in it. And then if you go up to her shoulder, I'm pointing this out on the image so that you can see me doing it. There's the trim that is in these semicircles, and then she's got the underlayer, which is like a brown fur coat.
Oh, I think it's easier to count, starting at her crotch. You have her white most inner robe, and then you have this black robe, and then you have a white outer robe, then the wheat, then the purple, then the green, then the red, then this sort of like blue accent fabric. And that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Ivy knows how to count, famously.
Woo!
Either way, I think it's a cute concept. How do I feel about the execution? I mean, I think that these sleeves look gorgeous.
Oh yeah, this is part of the reason why I was like, I don't know, because these robes are really, really rendered. I mean, it doesn't take a lot to make 8 layers of fabric look impressive, because 8 layers of fabric is impressive. But they all lay nicely and make sense, and each of the fabrics looks like different and nice. And they don't clash, they coordinate quite well.
I agree. I'm sort of less enthused about her, generally speaking. I feel like whenever I'm not looking at the robes, I'm feeling less sure of myself. These legs are kind of freaky.
She's got such sharp toes.
Yeah, it really but even the sort of thigh thickness to calf thickness ratio is freaking me out. She has sort of emaciated, slightly emaciated calves that make them look very long and thin, and sort of maybe this is a me problem. Maybe I'm just having a lot of knee problems, but it's sort of weird to me. Also, what is going on with her back leg? Wait, hang on.
Her back leg is scary. Don't worry about it.
Why does
There's a couple things that are scary about this image. She's got sharp toes. She's got weird legs. Her expression kind of freaks me out. Her mouth is just open in a weird way.
Her eyes are so big. I mean, I know she's an anime girl, but her eyes are so big that it's.
I find her eyes to be fine because she's an anime girl.
Something about the eyes with the mouth is just
I think her hair looks really nice.
I would agree with that.
That's the thing which is selling me on her as a girl, is that she's got really nice, this wispy, super layered hair works really well with these super layered robes.
Yeah, and I really like these sort of these loops at the end of her hair, sort of fastened by this little thing. I don't know what to call it. I'm tired, okay?
It's okay.
I other things I find scary, that maybe you disagree with. I think her fingers are scary. They're very long and spindly and sharp, and also they're tipped with red, which is a little frightening to me.
I guess they do look like that.
They're sort of.
I was like, aren't they just in shadow? But
no, they're in the light. And if you look at her index finger holding the basket or the hat, it just sort of keeps going, and it's and so I don't know. I feel like. I feel like there's sort of a weird, not necessarily bad, but also maybe not necessarily what they were going for. There's a weird sort of tension to me between a lot of the design work of specifically parts of her body that you can see, where she's this very sort of ethereal kind of spooky girl, and these very kind of bright and ornamental fun robes, and it's just I don't know, it all comes together a little oddly for me.
I mostly think she's fine to good. I think that I think that she's very well represented for a winter festival. She's got these very heavy robes. She's lined with fur in all these different places. Her legs are gonna get real cold, but she's an anime
there is
girl,
literally
so
snow coming down across this image. It's hard to see because we're looking at on a light background, but literally
there's snow coming out from basically from where her hand is holding the hat / basket / thing, sort of in a swoop down. So she's very much trying to be emblematic of it's January. I think she works as a sort of shrine maiden-y kind of character, but I don't think she looks too similar to. I like her schoolgirl cap kind of thing. I also think that she doesn't have too much shit near her face. This is important. She's got very restrained hair ornamentation, largely. Which is good because she's got all this shit on the rest of her. But she's kind of I think she's busy, but I don't hate it. Because it all feels very congruent. The sort of the shape and the way that her hair falls is much the same way as the way that her robes fall, and so I think that it works. I think, if anything, the problem with this image is just that she's a little boring, not in the way that she's designed, a little bit in the way that she's designed, but not really. More that you just don't. I learned nothing about her from this image.
Yeah.
I'm girl.
Maybe,
It's me.
That also might be part of my
Girl.
problem, is that they do just make a lot of sort of like girl in clothes hold a flower, hold a branch of flowers, and it's just like I can appreciate like the details of this like very lavish outfit that I'm very fond of, and that really does make like sort of like a proper rainbow of colors work. And like you're not wrong, like the hair, like the loops of the hair, like the loops of the sleeves, and like every there's similar sort of wave shapes going on, and so on and so forth.
She's full of little eights. She's got the 4 little things on her boots to make 8 little loops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not wrong. Um, those are clover knots. I know that now. Anyway, but she also is just like, she's just kind of like not. She's just like not much of a character to me. And whenever I sort of try to interpret her as a character, and I'm like, what is she expressing with like her face and her posing, I'm like, I get a little bit scared.
She does look like she's about to stab herself with the golden bow.
Yes, she is. Distort.
Hello, Dongbake.
Distort with me. Great.
Should we look at her ascended image, which is crazy?
I think the ascended image is better. I like it. I mean, you can see the robes less, but it's just like, it's more...
You can see her, like, basically only 30%.
But she's like, she's sort of expressing a thing, and there's like a thing going. Wait, so did she have this like tray of ingredients clutched to her chest? How does that work?
Oh, I guess it was the tray.
Yeah, how does that?
That's really weird.
How did all of these things not fall out?
Look at my 8 treasures!
Yay! See, now she's like got sort of a congruent facial expression and like pose with her hands.
Her face is less scary in this one, but it is still a little bit like
Oh my god, they draw her hands so long and thin. They really just like give this girl yaoi hands. It's freaky. But like, I don't know. I like this one. I actually kind of really like how the robes fall on this one. Like, you can just sort of you can see the layers in different ways from different angles here, which I appreciate. Like, on the left of the image, you can see them sort of like layered on top of each other very flat, which gives a new sort of dynamic to it. And sort of like looking down her chest, you get this really nice thing, especially like to the right of her chest. You get this very nice sort of sense of like she is wearing these layers. Like, here's how the layers not only interact with themselves, with each other, which is a lot of what the last image is, because like they're not really on her body so much. This one is very much like, how do you wear 8 robes at once? And I actually really appreciate it for that.
How do you find 8 things to put in a kanji?
I'm counting the things on this tray. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's 8.
Yes.
They're just kind of portioned a little weird. Yeah,
they're portioned oddly. It does kind of look like a... Anyway, sorry. Doesn't matter.
I like this one a little less, but I think we've evened out. I appreciate that it tells me much more about her. So it's fixed that problem. It's like, it doesn't need to show me all of her, because it's just not her base image, right? You know, they can do this kind of thing. But I find the way that her body is much scarier in this image than in the last.
It's fascinating.
Which I know you can get away with a lot by being like, it's foreshortening. It looks weird because it's foreshortening. But like, I'm just trying to trace out where she is in all of this, and it's like
her knee is crazy scary here. It's like
her knee is very
rubber.
Scary. Both of her legs go to a hip that's like somewhere in the the yellow, purple, red area of the congee tray that's just like fine, but she's leaning for like her body is twisted to lean forward so much, and also her shoulder is way back to get this hand in the air, and like so this just like distracts me from looking at the rest of it. It's painted very well. And it, it shows off things in an interesting way. And it doesn't have to show off everything about her in the same way as the last image does. But it is like, to me, it cover up her legs.
Yeah, I feel like this would look...
And then just, like, imagine the rest of her standing up like a normal person.
I think the idea is that she's supposed to be jumping up towards the camera, right?
Yes.
And, like, I feel like what the actual effect is that she's jumping, like, forward towards you. Mm-hmm. And so if you just kind of, like, move the legs back so that she's sort of, like, leaning or jumping forwards, then it's more of a it makes more sense to me. You're right that the legs
if you
are in
cover
like
up her legs.
If you cover, I was doing this. If you cover up her legs, it's like mostly fine.
If you cover up her legs, mostly she looks like she's like standing and greeting you as you walk into a restaurant.
That's true.
But they've just cut off like the rest of her body.
Actually, which
is fine.
If you cover up her legs, the illusion of being sort of like the camera is directly above her is much stronger.
Yeah.
Her legs they've just detached themselves and they're freaking out.
They've detached themselves and they're sort of they're running around on their own, which is weird. Otherwise, I think it's fine.
Yeah, again, I really like how they do some of the fabric layering in this one. I think it's quite nice. Ash, would you like to play a very, very small mini game before we move on?
Okay, sure.
Starting at the top one, so like the top yellow congee ingredient on the tray. We're gonna go clockwise and one by one name all the ingredients in this congee. It doesn't actually have to form Laba Congee. Do you want to start or should I start?
I'll start.
Okay. What's the top one? It's sort of like a light yellow.
The top light yellow one is like cornbread.
Mm-hmm. Next up on the right is like a deep purple. I'm gonna say that is grape Skittles. Next up,
the red one. The third one is obviously goji berries.
Right. And then the next one is, I think just kind of like, it's just sort of like, I
have given you the hard one.
How do I express this No, I know exactly what it is. It's like little paste balls of activated charcoal. Okay, what's next?
This white one is the granulated sugar.
And then this yellow is mozzarella cheese strings that have been cut up.
And this sort of like this jade color is the little chunks of aloe that they put in the aloe drink.
Right. And then the final one, which is just white, is the glutinous rice.
Yep.
And that's how you make Laba Congee.
And that's how you make Laba Congee.
Are you writing that down?
Cornbread, grape Skittles, goji berries, balls of activated charcoal. What the fuck did I say? Granulated sugar.
Cut up cheese strings.
Oh, yeah, mozzarella cheese, aloe, and glutinous rice.
Yeah, that's how you make Laba Congee.
If you make this, you have to send it to me.
That's the authentic... Don't say that. Burb is going to do it. That's the authentic recipe.
Okay, I want him to.
All right, Burb. Kill yourself for our amusement, please. Thank you. Please don't eat that much activated charcoal.
And then she's Doll Princess.
I love that this one is just called Doll Princess, and it's like she's a princess.
She's a princess with dolls. This looks like a Sanrio collab, but it isn't.
It does. It's like a fake.
It looks exactly like Sanrio Yuuyagi, but it's not.
It is fake Sanrio Yui Yagi. I like how the stuff in this vending machine sort of can't decide if it's gacha capsules or it's like individual stuffies, you know? Because they're like round like they'd be gacha capsules, but they're also fluffy, and it's like, what's going on
I like to think
there?
that they're giant chunks of competo.
Uh-huh.
So chunks, huh?
This image has a very sort of like distinct painting style to it. It's very sort of it's kind of like almost like fake watercolor. And it's like it's hard to explain. I'm very tired. Go listen to another season 3 episode that's better. I'm tired. But it's like her dress is just has a very very distinct sort of feel to it. There's kind of not that much to it. Oh, she is wearing like a fake Sanrio t-shirt. Like
she's got like a t-shirt with all those famous characters on it.
Yeah, she has like the sleeves of robes, which I guess are detached sleeves that are on her shoulders.
Oh my god.
And then she has like a British Alice in Wonderland collar. And then she has a fake...
And she's also got a bonnet. And then she's also got a graphic tee.
And then she's also got a Sanrio graphic tee. And then she's also just got like a normal white skirt. And then
don't get me wrong. I sort of envy this outfit.
It's kind of crazy.
It's like, what if like Buddhist temple monk was also like
right, yeah, she's like
an influencer?
She's like a shrine handmaiden doing an ad spot.
Right.
Which is crazy. I like
she's got her clear plastic like Ita bag with a little fucking photo card holder.
She also has like what is obviously like a little Tamagotchi in her hair. Which is like also her for whatever reason her like weirdly patterned bunny ears are like at such a higher level of detail than anything else in the image, which really kind of freaks me out.
She's got on the left this pink bunny is fake Cinnamoroll, and then this purple bear that she's holding is like fake Kuromi.
Yeah, it has like a fucking it's in the middle from Limbus Company. It has a chain on it. It's got an enhancement tattoo.
And then she's got the worst drawn shoes I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know what's up with these shoes.
Look at these things.
They're perfectly acceptable shoes design wise. They're just
they're just drawn like shit.
I don't know why they like. Yeah.
Look at these little like stitching marks that just sort of. Look at how lumpy they are. Also, all the bubbles in this image are weirdly artifacted and yet also really lumpy.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice the bubbles. Scary. Oh my god, why are they weird? What's going on?
I like the fact that this claw in the claw machine in the back is... I know it's supposed to be moving because someone's playing it, but it looks like it's just sort of jittering with anger.
It's just like quivering.
It's like, I'm not gonna get her.
I don't know.
It's such a weird image. I like it a lot. I mean, it's got too many colors in it, and it looks kind of bad.
It does kind of look like shit, but I sort of can't be mad at it because it's just like
I can't be mad.
It's just like
She's
an
a nice
insane
girl.
image. Holy shit!
She's a nice girl in an insane image, and I'm glad that she's giving me the insane image. This like. I forgot what I was gonna say of the earlier images, is that her robe looks like it was in Infinity Nikki. Where every single outfit piece they release now is like the largest, most ostentatious outer robe you've ever seen in your life.
You know, Ash, maybe what I actually meant when I was saying this thing about food fantasy outfits, I was just thinking about all of the massive ostentatious Chinese
No, you're
robes
literally almost certainly,
to Infinity Nikki. I don't have anything to say about this image.
This is such an Infinity Nikki outfit. You put on a t-shirt,
right,
and you put on some sleeves, and you put on a skirt. And then you've these socks definitely from Infinity Nikki.
I was literally thinking about this, like my first look at the image. I was like, oh, I've seen these socks. These are like a specific set of socks that I think we both have.
Like the sheer polka dotted socks that you come with in the Nikki outfit.
It's just like I can't be, and she's doing the gotcha to pull clothing pieces.
Yes, she's doing the surprise-o-matic, which is installed by the Whale Consortium.
Fuck me. I don't know. It's such a weird... The fact that the, like, painting style keeps changing and the level of detail keeps changing and, like, whether or not things get outlines keeps changing is, like, insane to me. It's just, like,
She's so strange.
I can't look at this image without my, like, frenzy meter rising immediately and then, like, a slug bursting from my skull. Like, it's sort of too much for me. Especially in my weakened state today. It's kind of crazy. It is sort of like my favorite image of her that we've looked at, though, which is crazy.
I know, because it's just got, like, something going on, right?
Yeah, it's just like, it's my favorite image of the day.
So far in this episode, we've looked at a bunch of images of guys that are, like, nothing, kind of.
Uh-huh. It's my favorite.
No offense to Vibrant Bryophyta.
Uh-huh.
This is just, like, so much.
It's my favorite image of the day, and also it's, like, the worst one. And there's really,
it is the worst one.
There's, like, really something there, you know? Like, there's really some juice in that kind of, like, dialectical situation.
Why is she like that?
Why is she like that? Oh my god, we have to go to break. We have to do, like, numbers and shit, don't we?
Oh yeah, we do.
We can do them quick. Okay, burbophobia. Cute.
Burbophobia cuteness. He's cute. He's meant to be a cutie.
He is.
Cause he's like a sweet boy.
Uh-huh.
He's chill and casual.
Sure. But he's also sort of
like he's not that cute.
He's also like a hunky mountain climber. And so like, I don't know, like 4?
Yeah, 4.
Okay, appeal.
I have the spreadsheet, don't even worry about it.
Thanks. I mean, he's, you know, he's like a buff mountain climber guy. He kind of...
He's supposed to be good to hang out with and also hot. I would argue for a 6. Is there anything about him that suggests that he's not appealing?
I just feel like he's kind of a lot, you know?
What, the Siestan Liberi Ennis Visser is the oldest of Harley's adopted children who helped his mother run the White Volcano ever since Siesta was a sedentary settlement?
It's like something about the what is it? Fear is a liar makes me want to push him down to a 5. He's always saying shit like fear is a liar, right?
No, you're not.
And
wrong.
it's like he's very appealing. He's a fun guy.
He's in the manosphere.
But he is in the manosphere, yeah. But like,
is that a 4 or 5?
Only for the workout videos. I think 5 is funnier.
Okay, Kinsey scale number.
He would be a 6 if he wasn't in the manosphere.
Absolutely.
Scale number. Well, he would be a 6 if he wasn't in the manosphere.
Good joke.
Thank you. Kinsey.
It's the thing is that you have to strike a real balance between the fact that he's definitely. I feel like he's definitely for women, but he wears those shorts.
He does, but I feel like he could also just kind of like, you know. I do get a certain level of kind of like confident straight boy energy from him, like confident in his sexuality straight boy. He wears the Kim Kitsuragi jacket, but he hasn't gotten to the
wears the Kim Kitsuragi jacket and he wears those shorts.
Yes.
And he's flagging as an American top.
He is flagging. Shit, you're not wrong. But also like look at what is this one called? It's just called Vibrant. Look at this Vibrant outfit. Like, I don't know.
That's pretty straight.
This is a straight boy. This is a straight boy, sort of like.
I think he's sub Kinsey.
Sure.
But my instinct says he's a 2. And he's more than incidentally a homosexual.
I think it's more interesting to put him as a 1. I think men want him to be higher.
Men want him. Women don't.
Men want him. Birds fear him.
This is true.
Great.
Laba Congee, cute.
That was nice and brisk. I can't look at Doll Princess. I'll die.
She's a 6 because she's got dolls.
That's true. She's cute. I'm like, what's her deal? Let me look at her voice lines. Oh, she is sort of like
she's like, I've been alone for so long. I'm quite unpopular, but actually I'm awesome.
She is very unpopular, which is sort of alarming. It's conceptually alarming.
Well, that's an appeal thing.
I don't know. I don't feel like she's cute as she wants to be, but I also feel like I'm weirdly personally biased against her. I keep looking for excuses to say bad things. Not the numbers are a measure of quality.
True.
So it's like I feel like I'm not the best judge here.
Based on Doll Princess only, she's equally cute and not cute because she's extremely cute, but she looks like shit.
I'm comfortable giving her a 3.
Appeal. Now, I think the right answer is 0. Because this is just factually true.
However, it seems she's lost that symbol now. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck. 0. Moving on.
0. Moving on. Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Kinsey scale number, she does constantly talk about and have a link skill with a woman who I will send an image of to you now, and then you can make your determinations.
Yeah, that's we're talking about Toso.
Yeah, we're talking about Toso.
Oh, Toso wine.
The New Year's wine.
The New Year's wine. So like, I don't know.
But also she's like kind of a child, so it's hard to say.
She is. She might also just be like a sort of lesbian lazy bottom. I'm looking at her and I'm looking at Toso and I'm like, maybe that's
New Year's wine doing a lot of work.
I could give her like a 5. I think that's compelling to me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, great. Okay,
305.
Okay, now we can.
Let's take a 5-minute break and roll some dice.
Yeah, okay, bye. But not for long. Oh my god, I'm so tired.
I
feel like I'm doing such a bad job.
I'm full of kanji now, which is good.
I feel like I'm doing such a bad job.
It's okay.
Bad job, Ivy.
Bad job, Ivy.
Bad job, Ivy.
Bad job, Ivy.
Burp phobia.
ドクター、デッキで日向ぼっこに最適な場所を見つけましたよ。眺めも最高です。パラソルを立てて、キンキンに冷えたサイダーでも飲みながら、ビーチチェアに寝そべって雲でも眺めませんか？俺、子供の頃は店の手伝いが終わったら、よくそうやって波の音を聞きながら、お昼寝してたんですよ。
He looks so much like Dongfeng Chingsung. He's got such Dongfeng Chingsung energy. His chin isn't pointy enough. I'm so far away from the microphone.
His chin is already pretty pointy.
It's not Dongfeng Chingsung pointy, but he's just got such Dongfeng Chingsung energy. Oh my god, his hands.
I like that.
We've just immediately started doing
Hi, by the way, we're doing the podcast
now. Hi,
now.
welcome back. Yeah, we're just doing it.
We're talking about Mingsixi from Food Fantasy. An ancient poem describes the 4 happinesses of the world as the wedding night, passing the exam, a good rain after a long drought, and meeting an old friend in a distant land. And this is also the inspiration for the dish Mingsixi, which means bright 4 happinesses. It's abalone and waterfish belly and sea cucumber and squid and chicken soup. And it's probably really good. But it would be really, really hard to make. So
it sounds good.
It sounds good. I love seafood. I could not get any of that shit.
The wedding night, passing the exam, a good rain after
I know,
a long drought.
passing the exam.
Passing the exam. Jesus.
An ancient poem describes the things that happen in Dream of the Red Chamber as the wedding night, passing the exam.
Oh, that's not the button I meant to click. That's save image. I meant to open image in a
Fascinating.
new tab.
Save him.
Save him.
Save him.
I do like this guy. He's got kind of insane energy.
I know. I was gonna say I like that when you look at his main image, you get the sense that everything that's written on these scrolls is just what his food description is.
Wait, it might not. I don't think anything is written on these scrolls, actually.
No, I think it's all fake. But
it's gibberish, but
like you can imagine.
But yeah,
it, right?
It's the four things, the four guys.
I want to know why he's hanging out in the same realm as Sakura from Cardcaptor Sakura was.
Yeah, he's hanging out in the blue water realm instead of the
the
pink
endless
water realm.
sea you walk on to practice your lightness arts.
I mean, I guess so. He's seafood, you know.
He's full of four things. If you look at the end of his robes, he's got four things. He's holding a big coin that's got four things.
I was looking at this coin to figure out if the four things might be the four things, but actually it's just the same character over and over again, which is really funny to me for some reason.
I don't understand the cultural context behind Mingsixi good enough to like actually understand anything that's going on here, if it is anything at all.
But
he is like Dongfeng Chingsung.
He's like
so
Dongfeng Chingsung.
Scary vampire with it.
Why is he like what's this red lighting? I kind of can't tell if it's red lighting or if like he's sort of red like striated.
I think it's just like because he's fish.
I guess. But it looks like highlights, but then when he goes down it looks like dye. And it's just odd. I do like how he's got the Rasputin hand. He's got the Rasputin from Anastasia hand.
He's got the Rasputin hand. He looks like the corrupt vizier who's been running your kingdom from the shadows.
That's who Rasputin is.
Well, yes. He looks like Rasputin.
He looks like Rasputin.
If Rasputin shaved.
Chinese fish Rasputin. Chew on that one.
I guess he has really, like, pointy ears because he's a merman. Something about his
pose is very sort of like Faget to me. Like he's sort of like I don't know what he's supposed to be doing with his left arm, but it almost gives the impression that he has sort of like a fist on his hip and he's like, nah, you ain't getting this coin.
I like how incoherent the perspective is.
Yeah.
Look at this fucking desk behind him.
What is going on there? Is it even a desk and not a chair? Like it's kind of in between heights.
It's like a desk that also has a partition on it behind which is a scroll, which is crazy.
But it's chair height ish. I don't know.
I guess
it's between two heights.
He's in like Salvador Dali.
He is,
realm.
Yeah. I mean, you've literally got this like melting scroll on the left, which is like, and then you've just.
I like the incense burner that's just sitting there.
I like
on the
how
water.
Something about this skyline, this skyscape, really like really makes me think of like Steven Universe for reasons that I can't type on my. It's something about this like abrupt shift from like blue to yellow.
Yes.
With the like big stripes of color,
with the pink.
Yeah, I'm like he's in sort of like.
No, it reminds me of like the opening splash with the title on it.
That's where he is. He's in Steven Universe, like someone's gem realm. Like you know how you can go into someone's gem realm in Steven Universe.
He's in the realm that fucking Here Comes a Thought happens in.
Yeah, he's in Pearl's gem realm. Which, like, good for him.
Good for him. Fucking crazy image. I don't even know if I can say anything else about it. It's just fucking crazy.
Just like, I love I wish I knew what this like pattern on him was called. But it's the repeating pattern is in all the different colors is really nice. It's like these
It's the
just
Sharingan.
like I love how thin he looks and how like much these
I know,
robes
he's
look like
so
they're just
weird.
like hanging off like a bag of bones. Again, he's
I
Rasputin
really
from
like when a guy is just
1997
fucking weird.
Anastasia. He's got sort of like I feel like his expression really works for me after some expressions today that have not. He looks very sort of like he's got a conniving air to him, but he also looks very sort of self-assured. Like it's nice.
He just looks so like unappealing in this image.
Yeah.
Like who actually, not to jump the gun, but like who wants him?
Wow.
He's just like Rasputin for real, for real.
The only one who wants him is the Bat from Anastasia 1997. Whose name I don't remember.
He just looks like shit. It like really pleases me.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's a compelling little image. It's not even like painted that especially. The painting on his inner robes is kind of weird. It's sort of warped.
Mostly,
and odd.
like he looks not bad enough that we're like commenting on the fact that he's drawn poorly, and like it just mostly this painting just looks a little bit absurd.
Yeah. The overall like it's,
but like
the painting doesn't really make or break it. It's just like the overall composition and like relative position of objects just gives off such a like insane vibe. And honestly, I really appreciate it for that. Like, you know, it's I appreciate an image that has like sort of a unique thing going on is like its thing that I like or care about. I do love his like one incredibly long earring. Like what's up with that? He's got one really long earring. Is that the gay ear? Which ear is the gay ear?
It's the one that Vergilius is pierced in. But I don't think this is the gay ear. I think the right ear is the gay ear.
I thought Vergilius deals slash damage.
Oh.
Anyway, what's up with his ascendant?
Going to limbuscompany.wiki.gg to figure out which ear is the gay ear. I literally do this every time. I have to imagine Vergilius and be like, which ear does he have? Yeah, it's the right ear.
Oh, it's the right ear? Okay, so this guy is not gay. Despite what you may think.
Mark that down.
This guy is not gay. Yeah, write this down.
Despite being like... he is like strange. He should appear in a boys' love novel.
He is. I mean, like, okay, can we?
But he's
can we
not
move on
like a love interest.
Can we move on to the Ascended?
Absolutely.
Hang on, let me.
Holy shit! It's Dong Feng Ching Song.
You vamp. I have to find an image.
It's in this one. He's like regained some of his vampire power, and now he looks more youthful. I mean, it's because you're looking at his face from a different angle, so he doesn't look crazy. Also, he's looking at you. His hand is slightly less bony, but not that much. He does have fucking scary ass pointed shoes. Look at how fucking thin and pointy his shoes are. What the fuck?
It's like,
and also, like, most of this image is just incomprehensible swirls of color.
It's like, drink this image in for a little bit, and then I'm just gonna, like, send you some... Oh, that's not Ash's DMs. That's a random Discord channel.
Every day.
I'm just gonna send you some, like, random Don May cover art.
Yeah.
It's just, like... He's just doing a Don May cover art pose, right? Like,
yeah. This would be the cover of fucking the husky and his white cat Shih Tzu.
It is. He's the husky, or what? He's probably
the damn husky.
He's probably the Shih Tzu. He's the white cat Shih Tzu. My bad. I like this image. I don't want to say I like it more. I like it different, which is good. I like it when I like the second image different. I think that's really good. I like it different, and it's like I love following the lines of everything going. Like it's really like a lot is going on, but it doesn't feel too overwhelming. Just because like
we are different in that case.
To me, it doesn't feel too overwhelming because, like, especially having looked at the first image and understanding, like, what is up with his outfit, the number of elements is fairly low. There's just like a lot of them. Like they're just making a lot of lines, and I don't know, I like it. It's got an energy.
I hate following the lines in this image.
That's fair. You don't like following?
It just makes me feel crazy. No, you were busy looking for art when I talked about his shoes. Look at his fucking scary shoes.
They are a little scary, yeah.
Look how fucking thin his foot is.
Uh-huh. He's got those yowie feet.
No, he does not.
His long and thin.
Also, his hair has grown to like twice the length.
Yeah, I think
one of these lines I'm
awesome.
following is his hair.
I think his hair is awesome.
And I was like, I thought that was a ribbon or a robe or some shit, but no, that's your damn hair.
I feel like they do the hair better in this one. The way it's sort of tinged with red feels more compelling and less confusing in this one.
Sure.
Is one of the things I like. He has a normal hand now. He's done with Rasputin hand.
I know. He looks more normal in general in this one, which I think is biasing me against it. He
looks
to some
significantly
degree.
Younger, which is interesting. I love him like wielding his coin with his coin array.
I know.
Like, what's up with his coin array?
What is his fucking like his array?
his big coin array in which he wields his big coin. Like, what's up with that?
He can break you out of the Cloud Sky Tower.
Is he a
Clear Sky Tower?
He is a magic user. I assume he like shoots bursts of magic from his coin. I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased because I look at a lot of art that is extremely.
You do look at a lot of art that
style.
looks exactly like this.
And so I look at this and I'm like, oh, I recognize like this exact style. Like it
literally looks like it should have a book title at the bottom.
It really does. And I'm like, I think this would make a genuinely pretty cool book title.
I think it would make a good book cover. I just think I'm so hyped on basic Mingsixi looking like a freak. This looking like a normal book cover kind of disappoints me.
Here's my pitch, which is like the ascended image is the book cover, and then the basic image is the color insert when you open the book.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's like it's just a little bit weirder. It's a little bit like more true to the characters.
Him up for the cover.
Yeah, they sexed him up in the cover, and I'm so used to looking at images
the book, and it's like this weird decrepit man.
I'm just used to looking at men sexed up for the cover.
Yeah.
So that,
okay,
you
told me.
You can imagine
They sexed him up for the cover. And then he's a lonely merman, in which this is literally just a different guy. This is literally a different piece of art from a different piece of media. All it needs is a background, and this is a different book cover.
First of all, it is a different book cover. You're not wrong. It's so book cover. It's like, again, there are no artist credits in this game, but I just know what this artist usually does for a living.
There are artist credits now.
There are artist credits? Oh my god, that's very exciting. Wait, where are they?
Just look at the below the image on the page.
Oh my god! Wait, what else is this person drawing?
Except that this person isn't listed on the artist page? ? Oh no, yes they are. They've done a couple of promo arts. I now have their Twitter.
Okay.
And their Pixiv.
Uh-huh. Now, did they draw a lot of book covers?
Yeah, show me the media on your page, Kageyuri. And it's mostly yaoi.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It isn't. Yeah, it's entirely like boys kissing.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That seems
I don't know.
right
I don't know
me.
if they do Dame book covers, but they could.
They could. There's clearly.
I think this is just like their two OCs having steamy sex all over their Twitter page.
Honestly, like really, like huge props.
Invent some guys to do Yaoi.
Yeah, and then you get to, like, draw your fucking yaoi book covers for fucking, like, random gacha games. Like, that's awesome. This person is really, like, living the high life. Like, for real. I respect it so much. I just, like, you know, I look...
Adult Fujoshi.
I look at...
It's on their page.
Really good. I look at someone and I'm like, you work in the same industry as me, sort of broadly speaking.
Mm-hmm. Fucking adult Fujoshi, really funny.
Anyway, how do you feel about Lonely Night Merman?
Who is this?
It freaks me out that, like, the background of this one appears to just be white. Like, it doesn't even have a transparent background.
There's not an actual background.
But it's also not transparent. It's just white.
No, it's white.
Which is, like, kind of avant-garde, like, for a food fantasy image.
Genuinely bad.
Ash hates it.
Like, bad if true.
I stand by what I said over the break, which may or may not make it into the cold open, which had very unclear lines, which is, I just, like, suddenly I feel like this guy looks like he's from Hades. He looks like a take on Poseidon from Hades. Something about, like, the flowing hair. And
it's the way that the chest is, like, shaded.
Yeah, the way that the chest,
it's the
like,
really sharp black point shading from Hades.
Yeah, absolutely. This guy is from Hades. He's yaoi Poseidon. Which, I mean, is generally the prompt, right? But it's specifically yaoi Poseidon from Hades. I would love for this image. I don't know. I think a more kind of, like, I like the elements of this background that, like, exist. I like these sort of, like, weird abstract, like, whale rib cage structures behind him. I think those are awesome. I just wish that like there was a little bit more back there that wasn't just white, even if it was just kind of like muted block colors, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why is he emerging?
The white is not good.
Oh, is this big water disc his coin? Like he's like emerging from his coin?
Oh yeah, it is a coin.
What's
I
up
don't
with
know that it's his coin, but
it's like
I like this image is fine. It's like it is really, really weird that it doesn't have any kind of background to it. I think it genuinely hurts the image by a solid degree.
It's just hard to look at.
Yeah, because there's stuff going on in the foreground and in the background that deserves like an actual, like just do it on the fucking Steven Universe background you were doing before. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
Do one of the nighttime Steven Universe backgrounds. It's like he looks like the shit that's on his body looks good. I think that this like, you know, these golden chains and shit that they put on guys who are like this, you know.
You know the ones.
I think they always look good. I think they always look hot. I like that he's kind of emaciated and weird because he is. I like that. I don't know that I like this actually, but his neck is like insane. Look at it. Look how much it just like it's fucking wild.
It's like
it's not even like really long and thin. It's really long and thick.
Yeah. It's like I don't know. Nobody will understand what I'm talking about, but that's okay because I'm tired. But it's like those sort of source filmmaker YouTube poops where people's necks just like extend. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He looks like that.
He does. I think the blending of skin into scales looks fine.
That's what I was going for.
The merman tail looks fine. I think the fins look great.
The fins look good.
First of all, this is an image of a completely different guy. Second of all, they just made it kind of look like shit for no reason.
I know. I think the scales look really nice on his tail. Like it's just like there's this nice sort of modeledness to it. There's this nice sort of like deep shadow where it's not being like it looks good. I like that, you know, he has this like hip thing, but they don't just like cheat the transition. You're right. They like genuinely represent the transition into the mermaid tail, which like I really appreciate. It's just like, and then like, and so I'm zoomed in and I'm looking at like, oh, I really like the shading on the gold, how like, you know, the dark shading on the gold is this kind of like darker, like almost purple, because it gives it a very particular look, and so on and so forth. And I zoom out and it's just like I have to focus on the more real parts of the image, because as soon as I look at the image overall, it's like flashbang instantly. It's such a crazy choice. I don't know why they would do this. Just
weird.
Just give it.
There's a comment on this fandom wiki page from someone who just says his skin is literally another person.
Yeah, it's Poseidon.
It's Poseidon. Anyway, this last one freaks me out. The first two I can kind of get behind, but this last one is just weird.
I wish it was,
but like bad weird.
It has so many qualities that could come together into something awesome, I think. It just has a lot of, it just has issues. Oh my god. Moving on. Moving
Rotini
along. Rotini.
It's time for pasta, baby.
He's
an inventor. And he sucks. And that's his thing.
I love there's something extremely funny to me about the fact that he's Rotini and he has this like big drill behind him, and I'm like, yeah, it rotates like Rotini. You're not wrong.
It rotates, bro.
Like Rotini.
I like his little like patch of tape on his sleeve that's just like in the shape of a Rotini. It's like, yeah, man. I like that the laces to his boots are yellow. It's like, that's a pasta.
He doesn't pasta laces. Fuck me.
Look at how bad his face looks. Okay.
I don't mind it so much.
No, I think it looks like shit.
Okay, that's fine.
The eyes are just like, it's only the eyes. The rest of the image, literally everything else in this image, I think looks really good. I think it's a really good painting and a really good setting. And like, it's not the most interesting outfit in the world, and the rendering is a little rough in places, but I think it gets across what they want it to. And then his eyes are just like,
okay,
so bad.
That's fair. I really like this. This image has a certain sort of like dedication to these kind of like really awkward angular lines that come together really weirdly. Like, look at the lines of his face or his choker or like this wrench or the hand holding the wrench, and it like if it didn't feel so intentional, I think it would feel bad, but it feels very intentional. It makes it look very kind of punk, very stylized.
Yeah.
Like look at like the trails of his hair, how they just sort of like zigzag back and forth. Like, that's kind of awesome to me, you know?
That's a thing that would make this image look like shit if it didn't feel intentional.
Yeah. But as it is, it makes him feel like it makes him feel like he's from like an early 2000s like hyper stylized GameCube game, in like a good way.
I like that he's got his boxers hanging up in the foreground.
Yeah, I like,
just do the whole thing.
The background is really nice. I really like how they render this big ass machine with all the cracks and the tubes and stuff. He's got a clothes hang.
It's awesome. Look at this box with these fucking grocery bags in it.
This window really like makes the image for me. I think it's a little rough in the composition, just because it draws your eyes so much upward because it's so bright. He's looking out the windows at Mermaid Boy, and it's so bright. But it gives it such a sense of space, this like warehouse space. And like the perspective feels very clear. The distance he is from the wall, I can't think of the right word, feels very clear.
Yeah.
And his posing is just awesome. His outfit is so simple. It's just like a beat up jacket, tank top, big pants. But it's just really like a lot of like love has gone into this, in the sense that it's drawn very simply, but with such loving intent. It's a really nice vibe. We look at so many.
Yeah, it's not the most beautifully painted thing in the world, but it's like all of the elements of it are really like clearly placed. Like if you look at the top of this machine, you can see the lines are very rough on all of this sort of mechanical greebling that they've done up here. They're not perfectly straight. They're kind of sketchy, weird stuff. I don't mind this at all. The sort of rough lines of the tubes and machines in specific parts are offset by how clean and crisp they are in other places. And like the thing that matters is to get across what you want to get across in this composition, and they do.
Yeah.
So like the little details don't distract me or take away from that, other than his eyes, which take away immensely.
I just feel like we don't, we look at so many pieces of art that are really just on this podcast that are really just like, everything is super drawn and shaded, for lack of a better term. And it's nice to look at something that's like cut back in this way. And it's very pleasing on the eyes. He looks very good. He also looks like a woman.
I don't think he looks like a woman. He's dressed in white and gray and black. This is how men dress.
He's a hairband, babe, and like pigtails.
Well, he does have a hairband, and I think it's like a ponytail actually. But
it has a little braid in it.
It does have a little braid in it.
He's
the fact maybe that's why they made his eyes so high up on his face, so you wouldn't mistake him for a woman.
I'm just saying he's got a little bit of gender going on.
I don't disagree. I wish I could pull off like a low pony. But I just haven't tried because I hate growing out my hair.
I do feel like this is kind of like exactly what you're going to look like in like 3 years.
3?
I don't know. I just sort of picked a random. I immediately thought 5 because that's just sort of the default number of years, right? And then I just sort of was like, that's too many. And so I sort of arbitrarily dropped it.
You think in 3? In what way exactly am I going to look like this in 3 years?
I just think that you're going to start working jobs that are just sort of more and more industrial.
This is true.
And then and then your sort of taste in hair and fashion is just going to become more and more practical. And then you'll look like this guy.
If I ever start dressing in all black other than for work, you have to kill me.
No,
not because all black isn't fashionable, but because I have a bias against like boring menswear.
No, I'm fine. I'll have other things to do in my life in 3 years. I'll have stuff going on.
Then kill me for wearing all black.
Yeah, it just seems like kind of a chore.
Great. This is a very characterful image. I appreciate it. I'm going to stop looking at his eyes now because he looks way better in the next one.
And then in the next one, his entire factory has exploded for no reason.
Well, it's bound to happen someday.
He
was living in a weird warehouse.
It does, but it really doesn't look like the machine exploded. It looks like the wall just came down behind him.
I guess he was living in an abandoned warehouse, maybe a structural support.
Okay, I will say that in profile, his face, the shapes of his face do kind of make him look like an Akagi character.
A little.
He's
not quite pointy enough, but you're not wrong.
Well, he looks like, the detective in the Akagi episodes we looked at?
He's got like a really strong chin.
Yeah, he's got like the angular chin, but still the sharp nose. He's kind of like that. Anyway.
His eyes look like they're in the right place on his face on this one, and they're not as large and scary. Several parts of his outfit do look kind of like wildly different to me. His boots look like different boots. This is a very specific complaint.
I agree. I was thinking the same thing.
But they do. It's not just because they have like they have wear on them now. They're just like the structure of them is different. People are gonna get ideas about like. People are gonna get ideas about me based on how much I talk about shoes on this podcast.
Shoes focused podcast. I was gonna say
I just think that shoes are interesting, and I like to see how people draw them.
These boots bother me because I understand you want to show us the pastel laces, but like they are too cheated to the camera, and it looks like his ankles are broken. Like they're so cheated. Like if you zoom in and scroll down to just look at the bottom half of the image, it looks like he is turned a different direction than when you scroll up.
Oh yeah,
that is
absolutely.
Sorry.
The composition on this image is so nice, though.
I agree.
The bright white light that is filtering in from the top, and then this like the remains of the ceiling, these wires hanging down, and then like billowing smoke that creates this sharp diagonal that points you towards him. Mm-hmm. The way that these fucking towers in the background, bits of rebar, everything from the first image kind of, crumbling away. It's just really, really well structured. I love all of these sharp vertical lines.
Yeah, I love this like chevron frame that everything in the background creates around him. It's really, really very nice. And like there's a lot of nice sort of detailing in this one, like the garbage bags and the cinder blocks, and like you can see the environment outside now. It's sort of exactly what you'd expect, and so the images sort of transition into each other very well. It's not super clear like what has happened, but you're like, oh, I understand. I love that something about this machine has like melted, and it's got these like flakes of molten metal flying away, and you can see its like guts. That's cool. I generally like the vibes of image 1 like way better. But this image is just sort of like resplendent with composition and detail in a way that is really, really lovely. God, the way that smoke is painted is so nice.
It's so good. I think they work really well together is my thing. I don't really prefer one over the other in particular. I think this one has a couple of issues. I think my main issue with it is just that the way that they've done this ragged lab coat makes his silhouette look very thick. In a way that I don't mind, but doesn't seem accurate.
Yes. He like suddenly looks buff when in the first one he's very clearly like very thin.
Yeah. But I do like, on the other hand, that he has all of the tools with him on his tool belt that he had in the first image. He's got the wrench that he was holding in his hands, and he's got whatever this handle is of whatever thing that was on like his thigh holster in the first image. That is also tucked into his belt now.
I think it's just like a knife. It looks like a knife grip.
Yeah, I think it is also just, yeah. And like... Yeah, I mean, it's got, like, a couple of issues with delivering on exactly what it wants to do. It could be more perfect as an image.
Yeah.
But clearly all the painting time went into this one, and all of the concept time went into the previous one. And so I think they marry very well together.
Yeah, which I really appreciate. I feel like we haven't gotten one of those today. It's just, like, a really nice, like, A to B. Which I, is sort of often the thing that I'm looking for. I want like your uptie, your ascended, your elite, your whatever, to be like a perfect little evolution of your first image. It's nice. I like it.
Then he has this insane skin.
And then he goes to space.
It's not the exact same kind of insane skin as fucking Lonely Merman. Also, it rules. Let me be very clear about this. I think this one is awesome. But it is like A, B, perfectly married. C, he kind of looks like a different guy.
I was gonna say he looks...
And now he's in space.
He looks like a different guy to me in this one. I'm looking at his... Ooh, there's some weird. What is going on with what? What? Okay, let me.
What are you looking
at? Let me
at?
break things down. Okay, so the thing that I am in the middle of processing is that there's a big DNA spiral made of bone behind him, and then as you go down, it crumbles and turns into wisps, and that's something. Also,
I think it's awesome.
The earth behind him is just like a ball of oil. Like, it's just a ball of oil slick, which is awesome. His spacesuit is actually just kind of a streetwear jacket that has these that has like chaos emeralds embedded in it.
Fucking crystal portholes are really fucking me up.
His chaos emeralds, I don't know what's up with that. And then he just looks like a different. He's just got like maybe I guess he just has his hair down in theory, but he just looks like his hair makes him look like a completely different guy.
He needs his hairband.
He really does.
I mean, it you know, I understand that it's floating around because he's in space. And also it basically conforms to the weird way his hair works in the previous ones. Where it mostly just, like, operates on the rule of looking weird. So it's fine. I do think his spacesuit is very fashionable. He's gonna die, obviously.
I do really like this, like, streetwear spacesuit. Like, it's a cool concept.
You have to put him in a fake spacesuit because you can't put him in a real spacesuit or it'll look like shit.
Yeah.
But this jacket, other than its fucking chaos emeralds, does rule. He's got good boots. I like the way that they're strapped up, and like I love the way that this brand name is plastered all over everything. That's what really makes it look like streetwear and like an astronaut suit, is that it's just constantly got like, you know, labels and shit.
Oh my
god,
wait, it actually says something. It says
does.
Pasta. You can see it at the
Joru pasta.
Something.
We sent pasta to space. Yeah, I think it has enough continuity, like, you know, style-wise with what he had going on in the previous ones. It doesn't look like a completely different guy. At least he's dressed in like white and black, and you know, he's like that generally speaking.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What's up with his like big thick camo metal collar?
Oh, well, that's, you know, that's for pleasure.
I see. Can I ask a second question?
Sure.
Why are his hands fucking terrifying?
His hands are terrible. His, like, limb proportion in general sucks.
Yeah.
Look at the arm on which he has this terrible hand. Woo, baby, sharp elbow.
His left leg, his far leg, is, like, so
yes, his far leg is crazy. But, like, in a way, I can appreciate this because I know it's by the same artist who did the last one.
You know, he's in space. You exaggerate things because he's in space, question mark. There's like maybe like a little bit of a fisheye thing going on here.
I don't believe that. I think this artist is just like kind of struggling.
I really like, I don't know, his salad figures in this one are really, really freak me out.
Like, they do look bad.
Like from Salad Figures.
I like that his quote for this is like, beyond where we live, there is surely a vaster world. And it's like,
space?
But everyone has died and they sent pasta into space to rebuild humanity?
They sent pasta to space.
I really like him.
I'm very, very fond of him.
I like that all of his voice lines are like, correct, I have a crummy personality, so there's no use trying to guilt trip me.
He seems like a chill guy, though. He seems
already tired of playing with the robot dog I gave you?
He seems
this robot will pretty much look like me, and all sales are final.
He seems a little hard on himself. Like, he seems like a relatively nice guy, all in all.
I would like to spend time with him.
Yeah.
Not to get too ahead of ourselves.
Oh my god. Okay, and now it's time to talk
Last one.
Now it's time to talk about cats. I'm really fading fast.
So there's only 2 images on this one, so don't even worry about it.
It's the Terra Research Commission. Introduced.
They're from Monster Hunter.
It's the cats from Monster Hunter. I don't.
The felines
Ash,
from
Do you know
Monster Hunter.
fucking anything about Monster Hunter?
I have played Monster Hunter Rise.
I know that.
I did not play Monster Hunter World, and I did not play Monster Hunter Wilds, because Wilds would wreck my fucking computer. And I just haven't gotten around to playing. I didn't get into it until Rise. And then everyone was like, Rise is shit. And I was like, okay. I just want to play Monster Hunter.
Aren't these don't the cats, they like make you soup or whatever?
The cats fight with you. They're like, I'm your friend, a cat that fights with you.
Okay.
Sometimes they do. Listen, somebody is always making you some kind of food in Monster Hunter, and often it's cats, but also people.
Sure. Anyway, these cats are cute.
They're cute.
They're cats.
I literally can only think about this this puppet head and think about Joe Cat. I just that's the avatar for all of the like crap guides. And so I can't think of anything else. They're cute cats. They're really well drawn.
They're really nicely drawn. They have sort of distinct personalities. They interact with each other nicely. I do like that they're all, with some exception given to the top one, they're all dressed. Well, actually, I don't know. What is this head from? Is this a Monster Hunter thing or is this an Arknights thing?
This is a Monster Hunter thing.
Okay. Aside from the top one, the bottom 2 are sort of dressed in like Arknights operator fatigues, which I think is kind of funny. They have name tags with paw prints on them, which is very charming. They're cute. They're like interacting in cute ways. The fur looks nice. The face proportions look really good. They look like perfect little sort of red wall illustration.
They're perfect little objects.
Little cat guys. I don't really have a lot to say about them.
Yeah, I feel like I don't have a lot to say about these guys because you sort of expect like these collab guys to be perfect little guys.
Yeah.
Because like first of all they're collab guys. Second of all they're from Monster Hunter. And so it's like. Obviously, they're perfect little guys. They're from like this huge media franchise. But like, regardless, I do like the painting on this coral like a lot.
Yeah, it's just a nice.
A lot of this has very very like close fine brushwork. All of the stuff on the cats' faces largely is very very close, and then the coral is very rough, which I appreciate.
Yeah, which
also I like their little triangle tails that make them look like little kittens.
Yeah,
they're like not fully grown cats. They're just like they're little guys.
I like this guy's like work belt with the hammer and the screwdriver. It's cute. Again, I don't have a lot to say.
I thought that the middle guy was pointing out as well as the top guy, and I was like, why are they doing the same thing? But no, the middle guy is holding the top guy's legs, and that's what's sort of doing that. Next one.
I'm like about to fall
What if
asleep.
they were on the street?
What if they were
I
on
like
the
that
street?
they refuse to show you one of their faces. That's a really good bit. I like that the no skateboarding sign has cat ears. I mean, obviously, because everybody in Arknights is a cat. At least like an animal person anyway, but like adorable.
They got this sort of bottom right one. I love this outfit. I love the one big sleeve. What's up with the one big sleeve? It's crazy. And then also this just kind of like, I don't know. I'm so tired.
It's so strange. There's so much about this which is so good. The selfie stick that's like also a paw is awesome.
Posing with my big ice cream.
I'm now mad that they closed one of the bottom guy's eyes in the first one, because you didn't know that they had heterophobia in their eyes.
They do.
They do. But the front white cat looks the most like a real, like real guy that is real. The other guys are like playing funny games, which makes sense, I guess. Oh my god, does the tabby have AirPods in?
It does! Wait, hang on!
Holy shit!
Chucky AirPods!
He's got AirPods in. Also, he's like half on a skateboard, but it's way too big.
Uh-huh. Well, you see that he had to keep his blue eye closed because that's his mahjong eye.
Oh.
And he needs to restrain his mahjong powers. That's how it works.
The no skateboarding is the tabby, no photos is the selfie stick, and then no graffiti is the white one with the spray paint. I really like the graffiti that just says "Oops."
Uh-huh. I love these spray paint canisters. They're just like they're weird. They have these really big divots in them.
I know. I don't know what's up with them.
I don't know what's up with that, but it gives them such a distinct look. Everything feels very. I'm so tired.
Almost done.
Uh-huh. And then in the background, you have this like beautiful blue sky and these like picturesque palm trees. It's good. It's a good image. Good image.
It's a really good image. Don't die.
I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. It's the most I've ever been like, I'm literally about to fall asleep on the podcast.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's do some numbers.
Okay, great. I love the numbers.
Mingsixi, cute.
Cute, no.
No.
I'm just gonna make noises.
I have
and then
bad news.
You can interpret them, okay? That's where I'm at. Cute, no.
No. Okay, 0.
Uh-huh.
Appeal. They sexed him up for the cover. You have to consider this.
They sexed him up for the cover.
Okay.
And once you get to know him,
He's sexed up?
a little bit, but not too much.
But not too much.
He's still Rasputin.
But watch out.
Mm,
He's Rasputin.
hmm.
So that equates to like...
Like
a 3?
Like a 2?
Like a 2, okay.
Okay.
Kinsey scale number. He's from Danmei?
He is from Danmei.
Is there like any nuance to this at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
6.
No.
Cute? No. Nuance? No.
No.
Rotini. How cute is he? Not very. I mean, he's kind of like tsundere. He's a little. He's got a little bit of moe.
He's got the pasta. The pasta coat is a little cute.
He's got the pasta coat. He also has his hairband.
Yeah.
He's got some cute.
Yeah.
It's like a 1 or 2.
Give him like a 1. I feel like he'd be happy with a 1.
Yeah. I feel like he'd be a little offended by a 1, but like in the other direction.
Right, yeah, he's like, I'm not cute. But that makes him cute.
Uh-huh.
Appeal.
His appeal is higher.
It's high, but not too high.
Not too high. He does explicitly suck.
Uh-huh.
And he keeps insisting that he sucks. Which means he has to be sub-appealing, I think. But like a 2?
Okay.
He's more than incidentally appealing, even if his main thing is being unappealing.
Yeah. Like a 2. I could go with a 1, but if you're insistent on a 2.
I think he should be more appealing than cute.
Yeah, that's fair. And then
his Kinsey scale number.
I mean, he sucks, so he has to be a little bit gay.
He sucks, so he has to be a little bit gay. Also, the corkscrew shape of the noodle makes it easier to hold sauce, prefer pairing with a hearty meat sauce or a light and creamy one.
Like in Danmei.
Like in Danmei. I'm trying to say he's bisexual.
That's true.
Because he pairs with a hearty meat sauce or a light and creamy one.
Uh-huh. Does she shift in a 2 or 4 direction?
Maybe
with 3.
Yeah, I'm happy with a 3. I feel like Rotini has a little bit of gender going on that makes it complicated to sort of...
Yeah, I think...
I'm going to go ahead and give a Kinsey X to the Terra Research Commission. I know I'm doing this early, but they are small cats.
They are
Not that we haven't assigned Kinsey scale numbers to weirder things, but I just don't feel like there's anything to discuss here.
I don't, yeah.
It's not even out of, like, sort of, like, offense to the concept that they would have a Kinsey scale number. They just don't.
They're objects.
They're objects.
They're objects.
Cute objects?
Cute, yeah.
6.
You can't not give them 6.
They're small cats. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you.
Appeal? Really hard to say.
Hey, they're rascal. They're rascal bascals.
They are
I'm
rascals.
so tired. I promise I'm not pretending.
I'm so tired.
I promise I'm not pretending. I'm actually, like, falling asleep.
We'll get you to bed as soon as this is holding you at gunpoint.
They're real,
what's their appeal, Ivy?
They're real rascals. And it's like... And
they do seem like they would kind of suck to be around on account of their, like, so also, high energy and such rascals.
Yeah, but also, like, you know, you see them skateboarding down the street and you're like, oh, yo, I love those.
That's a cool guy.
I love those kids. You know, they cause me trouble, but they really make the neighborhood shine. You know.
Listen, if they ever needed help in a tough spot, I'd give it to them.
I'd help them out. So I don't know. They're kids. What can you say
4.
about kids? 4, 3. I feel like at least one of their numbers should be 3. There's 3 of them.
Okay, we can make it 3.
Okay, great. Thanks. I like that.
Great.
Okay, and then here's.
I'm not gonna make you talk about how they talk.
No, here's something. Okay, because it's like, listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
Rotini, he makes with the machine. He makes the big coins for Mingsixi.
He makes with the machine.
He's got the machine. It makes the big coins for Mingsixi.
That's true.
And then the research, the cats, they're always trying to cause trouble in the warehouse. But Mingsixi he's a scary guy, so he scares them away.
I like to think that the Terra Research Commission is Mingsixi's, like, Saturday morning cartoon, like, mortal enemies.
I see.
Those meddling kids.
And then I think
he keeps having Rasputin style plots, and then the Terra Research Commission comes. They don't even mean to do it. They just, like,
I think Rotini sort of plays both sides until like, you know, the season finale. I'm so tired. The season finale of, like, season 2 when he realizes that the bad guy is bad. So tired.
Okay, great. And then I'm gonna do it real fast. Everything is prepared.
Okay.
We're gonna roll some new guys.
Oh right, the guys! Yay, guys rolls. So tired.
Guys rolls just for you.
I'm like crying. You know when you're really tired, you start crying.
Yes,
that's me. I'm that. I'm her.
You have to be nice to me when this happens. Like next week to me.
Okay, heart. Wait, no.
Heart, yay, heart.
But isn't it 2 weeks podcast next? 2 weeks podcast next? Anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
But unrelatedly, it will happen to me.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway.
Who's this guy?
I'm putting them in the right order on my page.
Thanks.
Oh. Not what I expected.
Oh, no, I know this guy. Fuck this guy. Great, next guy.
Great, next guy. Hold on. Blah, blah. And then blah, blah, blah.
New guy,
blah,
new
blah.
guy, new
Is
guy.
this good audio? Just me going blah, blah.
It's gotta be better audio than the audio I'm getting. Who's this guy? What's this with this guy?
Eat my guy? Okay, JK, this is awesome, but eat my guy?
Oh no! Wait, no,
Eat my guy?
Wait, hang on. Scroll down. Okay.
No, it's literally that.
You can. I might be able to get this. Maybe.
I cannot obtain this.
I maybe could get this.
Listen. I will believe in you. But
I don't
already
actually
thinking of
know
alternatives.
if we can get this. Is it? Can you?
Okay, great.
Okay, great. Awesome. Well, no, guys. It's actually the whole whole podcast is over.
Huh? I mean, awesome, but like what?
Cool. That's cool.
So your hints for next time are food fantasy guy that makes us go what? And I can't obtain this. And Arknight's guy that makes Ivy go, oh, I know this guy. I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy.
You don't fucking hate that guy? You don't look at that guy? Go fuck this guy.
I'm thoroughly neutral.
Wow, neutral on guy neutrality.
I don't know anything about this guy.
The Switzerland of God.
Wait, what the fuck does this mean?
What the fuck? Sorry, I'm not looking at the stream. What does what mean?
What does this mean?
Fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy.
Okay, bye.
Interesting. Fuck this guy. Okay, bye.
Okay, love you, bye.
Okay, love you. Love you, bye.
And that's the episode of podcast.
これでもっと有名になれるでしょうか。